The High Priestess card represents wisdom, intuition, and knowledge. The High Priestess symbolizes the moon and is also associated with feminine energy. The number 2 also plays a big role in this card's meaning. The High Priestess card is often considered to be a spiritual leader or guide who can help you navigate your life with inner wisdom and strength. She brings clarity to matters that are confusing, helping you cut through the illusions that cloud our judgments so we can see things for what they truly are. When the High Priestess appears in your reading, it's time to wake up from your slumber. You may have been living unconsciously for too long now. The time has come for you to gain some self-awareness about yourself so that you can make positive changes in life, as well as discover more about what lies beyond those around us here on Earth, or maybe even beyond. The High Priestess card represents 1. Intuition. The High Priestess is associated with intuition, which can bring you wisdom and insight. When she appears in a reading, it's time to trust your instincts and listen to what they are telling you. 2. The moon. A powerful symbol in astrology, the moon represents feminine energy and receptivity. This means that when the High Priestess appears in your reading, she's calling on you to become more receptive to others' needs or suggestions. 3. Receptive. You may be feeling receptive right now. You might also be seeking answers from within yourself or from other sources, like tarot cards. The High Priestess is a card of mystery and inner knowledge. It represents the feminine aspect of spirituality and sometimes the goddess. The High Priestess also represents the moon, which influences our emotions by reflecting them back to us, sometimes darkly, but usually with a sense of balance that's easily accessible when you know how to look for it. In this way, she can be seen as representing your subconscious mind. You may see her in dreams or visions. She may give you advice about what decisions you need to make in order for your life to feel balanced again. You should listen closely when she speaks because it could be an answer that has been there all along. As the card represents intuition and hidden knowledge, it can teach you wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, as well as the inner secrets that are kept away from others. The High Priestess represents the subconscious mind. It can symbolize a spiritual journey or quest for enlightenment. The High Priestess also represents female energy in its purest form, the feminine principle of receptivity, intuition, creativity, and changeability. It symbolizes a wise woman who has found her way to inner peace through meditation and spiritual guidance from another source, like an angel. She doesn't need anything else because she knows what's important: herself. When it comes to relationships, this card can indicate a time of change, especially if you're being pulled in different directions by friends or family. You may feel that you need to make some big decisions about your life, such as finding a new job or moving to another city. The High Priestess also represents intuition and wisdom, which means you should trust yourself when making these decisions. The High Priestess is often associated with the number 2. This could mean that she has two sides, or faces, like Janus, the Roman god who had one face looking forward and one looking backward. She represents something old meeting something new. Perhaps an older part of yourself meets up with some newer influences from outside sources like Facebook. As you may have already noticed, the High Priestess is an empathetic card. She's a great listener and knows that sometimes the best way to help someone is by listening. This is why she represents wisdom and patience. You can't rush your way through life's questions, but instead must be willing to wait for answers until they present themselves. In other words, if you're looking for some new insight or clarity about a situation in your life, take this card as a reminder that it will come, and that when it does come, or when the answer becomes clear, it might not be at all what you expected. The High Priestess encourages us not only to be patient with ourselves, but also with others as well. Sometimes, people just need time before they can share their thoughts on something important or difficult.